Hello there folks, and here we are with a 1v1 between Mott and Matisse PL, Mott from the Realm and Matisse from the PA Gods, or PAG for short. Sorry it's been a while since I've uploaded. I've hit a bit of a burnout with PA, and after recent events I thought it might be wise for me to sort of not show my face for too long. So here we are. So in brown, down by the South Pole, we have Mott. I think I might have to turn off pole lock here in just a moment. Whoa, and change my zoom XL as well. Blimey. As I say, I haven't played since a couple of patches actually, so I've got to retweak all of my settings. So Mott going for an air factory first after only a single metal and single energy. I'm not sure if the build has come into play whereby you can do factory first. I'm not sure if that has come stable yet, so I'll need to find out after this game as to whether that is the case. Mott opening out with a Firefly as well, so he's going to be able to scout Matisse very early on as well. So Matisse over here in dark blue, getting out vehicles first after a pretty standard eco opening, and is going to try and expand as much as he can. Mott then gets the scout there as well, so he knows what's going on, and he's got a bumblebee and an interceptor already. So what I'm going to do is, before that bumblebee starts moving, is I'm going to turn pole lock off, and I think well, I'll leave the scrolling for later. So, do we see any movements from these bumblebees? But they are getting spammed out, so perhaps Mott is trying to go for a bigger snipe than is usual, because that's a lot of bumblebees for interceptor ratio. Now, looking at the spawns here, something we haven't really commented on yet, Matisse in a much stronger position, vastly superior because of all that metal. However, the drawback is that he will be expanding in the direction of Mott, which perhaps isn't the best thing for him, but he also does have these at the other side as well, so he can use those. And we've got some spinners coming out as well, which will provide that early AA. Even though Matisse has not yet scouted Mott, he doesn't know where he is, but because Mott did scout with the Firefly, Matisse has a pretty darn good idea that Mott went air first, and is thus going to follow it with a couple of bumblebees somewhere. So it was a very good idea for him to get out those spinners. If you see someone scouting you with air really early on, just get out the ground AA if you're going for vehicles. If you're going for bots, then there is no AA, except until the latest PTE hits, at which point the commander will have very effective anti-air missiles. Cannot wait for that patch, because that, I suspect, will probably bring me back into PA big time. Now, this is a significant amount of bumblebees that Mott has got here. I'm not entirely sure whether Matisse is going to be prepared for an attempted T1 bomber snipe on the comm, but of course Matisse is getting up that air factory, so as long as he starts producing those interceptors and Mott doesn't scout that, all of these bumblebees are going to be null and void. Mott really needs more interceptors in there if he's to protect this bumblebee escort, because this looks like an all or nothing strategy, and at the moment with that air factory producing interceptors, hummingbirds from Matisse, and Mott hasn't actually re-scouted in a while, so he doesn't know that that's going on. And in that case, Matisse is actually going to be able to pull this back, because Mott has got nothing else whatsoever, and I really need to change that scroll speed. I should probably do that really quickly now. Hold on, let's see what we can do. Zoom speed, blimey, that's really high. Let's try this now. Still a little bit high, but it's better. Although it doesn't help that my mouse scroll wheel is a few years old, and well, it sometimes gets latched on the edge of one and the another, and then it just falls back a couple of paces, which is where sometimes there'll be just random zooms for no apparent reason. But there are all the bumblebees, and this interceptor is going to get a lot of kills, apart from the fact that there was that single interceptor that Mott did have, which probably managed to shoot it down along with the commander. But now, of course, Matisse is going to know what's up, and then a really interesting attempt on the bombers going around. Going to lose a few here. How much damage is that going to do to the commander? Not enough. Coming in for a second pass. Matisse going to be able to defend this really easily, I suspect. Though he is now going to be on half health. And I suspect he'll now transition into tanks. Yes, he is doing so. And Mott really wants to transition away from bumblebees, because Matisse has countered this more than effectively with interceptors and spinners, although a couple of shots missing there. but still, on that path, they're never going to get close enough to the commander. Really well microed Hummingbird there from Mott, surviving against 2. That one perhaps not so, but that single Hummingbird, MVP there, taking down 2 of Matthias's interceptors. Oh wow, I think I need a new mouse because this scroll wheel is a pain. And Mott knows that his all or nothing strategy has failed him. The GGs are called, and I suspect we shall see the pop any second now. But it's just a matter of time before Mott concedes the game, and or before Matisse finishes him off, in case Mott wants to try and survive for as long as possible. But there really is nothing he could do. He really needed to scout with that Firefly to see that Matisse was getting up some AA so that he could put in some more AA with his commander there. So good game, Matisse. Really well defended. Unfortunately, Mott didn't quite pull through with that all or nothing strategy, but it was interesting to see nonetheless. So if you enjoyed this, folks, don't forget to like or share with your friends, and pop any feedback in the comments below, as I read pretty much every comment I receive. Other than that, don't forget to subscribe for more PA on the way very soon indeed. Thanks again for watching, and as always, have a nice day.